public enemy number one because you don't kiss their ass or fit in.
Ah, look at this mess. Look who just shattered their most expensive weapon, their golden boy, their apex predator, their carefully crafted social Darwinist who was supposed to eat you alive and
see here.
Yes.
You're gonna be the cause. If it occurs, you are the procuring cause of the Home Depot.
Did you hear that? I'm gonna be the cause because you know why? The FBI's watching me. They're watching me because when it happens, these Home Depot homicides, okay? Old Steve over there, he can't change the script. This is something you can't change the script. So when it happens, he's going to tell you that's witchcraft.
If it occurs, you are the procuring cause of the Home Depot homicide because they're paying attention to you. And 278 is what you need to do.
Obviously, they're paying attention.
And you need to 278, and you need to stop messing with Jonathan Cliff.
See, he's sticking up for his boy, man. Sean, the one that's going to confirm these Home Depot shootings. He's bringing attention to it, and he's going to say it's because of witchcraft.
Robin wants to talk about the Home Depot shooting. Well, he's the progenitor of the cause. When he speaks, witchcraft comes out of his mouth.
Horrified, staged interventions, tried to force-feed him steak, accused you of witchcraft, of manipulation, of destroying a good man. They couldn't see what was really happening.
Robin wants to talk about the Home Depot shooting. Well, he's the progenitor of the cause. When he speaks,
you of witchcraft, of manipulation, of destroying a good man. Interventions, tried to force-feed him steak.
Witchcraft comes out of his mouth, and he procures.
Accused you of witchcraft, of manipulation, of destroying a good man. They couldn't see what was really happening. They couldn't see what was really happening. He wasn't being destroyed. He was being born. The man they'd known had never been real, just a character, a performance, a suit of armor walking around pretending to be a person. What emerged was who he'd always
Dayton,
been
Ohio,
underneath.
mass
But
shooting.
they couldn't see it, because
More
seeing
about
it
bombings
would mean questioning their own performances, admitting their own pain, recognizing their own prisons. And they weren't ready for that kind of honesty.
Years ago, and he told me never to call him again, or he would call the police on me and report me. Okay, so I never called and bothered Jonathan Clark again. Okay.
In the Bible, the angel of the bottomless pit he's like literally on 9/11. Now that's very important because in the Bible, the angel of the bottomless pit he's the one that's.
But Jonathan Clark to me is also.
Hey Steve, you never called me and bothered me either after I blocked you from continually calling me all the time and stalking me.
So they wrote him off, called him lost, warned others about what you'd done to him, never realizing that what you'd done was nothing. You'd just been yourself. And that had been enough to show him he'd been himself too. He found peace in unexpected places. Morning meditation instead of aggressive affirmations. Everything
offensive?
they'd said would make him weak,
That,
made him
or
whole.
how about that? Yehoshua, holy and divine gift of prophecy, the Lord Stephen James Shaw. Do you find that offensive? Well, believe it or not, that's true. I am the Lord Stephen James Shaw.
The dating changed too. No more hunting, no more game.
New well, the water softener, all that jazz, the whole 9 yards.
This is what a liar sounds like. Just listen.
I got good news today.
And the only reason I did that was so that people could see that you just make garbage up as you go along to fit whatever it is, whatever purpose you need it to fit. Okay? So, I told you in a previous video, but you obviously don't remember, but they're really not coming to fix my will. Okay? They're not.
And
The dating
said
changed too.
they're ahead of
No
schedule,
more hunting.
and that
No
they
more
might
dating.
come out
No more
next
treating
week.
women like territory to be claimed.
Either the week
He
gap
started
within the
seeing
next.
people.
I said
Actual
either the
people,
wheat gap.
not targets or trophies, but
Everything that I
complex
said in that
beings
video,
worthy
except
of
for a few
respect.
things, was completely untrue.
His success changed definition. Not domination, but contribution.
Everything that I said in that video,
Not
except
winning,
for a
but
few
growing.
things,
Not
was
being
completely untrue. They're
better
really
than
not
others,
coming to
but
fix
being
my
better than yesterday.
Okay? They're
The
not.
metrics of meaning
Not
replaced
right.
the measurements
Not
of
7
ego.
to 10 days.
You
I did
watched
that on
his
purpose, just for
transformation
you.
with quiet
Because I
satisfaction.
knew that you would use that. I already
Not
knew.
because you'd
So-
changed him. You hadn't. You'd just refused to validate his performance until he got tired of performing.
Asaf Harel, neurotechnology-led and CTO division of the Israeli Defense Ministry Directorate of Defense Research and Development, said, imagine a world where the training for a person to operate a drone or helicopter or plane is much more intuitive.
It takes a lot of time. You can't just do this to somebody in one day and walk away.
Look, he deleted the
So
video
as a warfare weapon,
that he just
more-
made about
it's a better spy tool, intelligence gathering tool. When you clone a brain, brainwaves, and it's more complicated than I'm describing, but you are able to see what the other person is seeing, and you're able to hear what the other person is hearing.
and
I
mine
think that's
goes down
important
too,
to
but
understand is
his will go down.
It's more,
And then he'll have his
it's a better
backup.
spy tool, intelligence gathering tool. When you clone a brain, brainwaves, and it's more complicated than I'm describing, but you are able to see what the other person is seeing, and you're able to hear what the other person is hearing.
I think that's important to understand as well when he talks
So he's
about
already
that
talking
cloning
about
of the brain.
This Wooder
You can hear it.
getting
They
his
have
will
learned
fixed,
how
the
to be
Wooder
able to
representing the
map our
gospel,
thoughts, map
shutting
our
it down,
abilities,
starting
etc.
up his new one.
Even, by the way, they
By the
have
time I
those
get to a 30-day
earbuds
decree
that they
to
use
do
for
the searching.
wireless earbuds that are
Get it?
used right now, to where they actually made a
Know
patent
him,
to be
and are
able
supposed to
to
watch towards the end. He's
get
gonna
your
reveal.
brainwave
It's like,
pattern from your own head just
you
from
might not
wearing
agree
those,
with
and
me,
it
and
does like a EEG of your brainwave
look, I didn't
activities.
always mock you, but
What scientists have learned to do at this
And
point
the only reason
now
I
is in
did that was so that
reading that information is
people
to begin
could
to map your
see
thoughts and
that you just
things
make
so that they
garbage
can
up
manipulate
as
your
you go along
thoughts.
to fit whatever it is, whatever purpose you need it to fit.
The change had always been his choice. He came back to that corporate mixer a year later. Same room, different person. The sharks circled, expecting the old him. The alpha. The predator. The player of games. What they found confused them. He moved through the room with actual confidence.
I, Nebuchadnezzar, declare my God.
Not the brittle bravado of dominance, but the quiet certainty of self-acknowledge.
You find that offensive? That? Or how about that? Yehoshua, holy and divine gift of prophecy, the Lord Stephen James Shaw. Do you find that offensive? Well, believe it or not.
Because he wasn't trying to be anything other than himself.
That's
The conversations were different. Instead of verbal sparring,
I am the
genuine
Lord,
connection.
Stephen James
Instead of establishing
Shaw.
hierarchy, exploring humanity. Instead of networking, he was actually meeting people the predators didn't know what to do with him. Then he saw you.
Here.
beast rising up
Right.
from Babylon.
So at the headboard of the bed that you're laying in, it tells you that you are a beast.
That's right.
At the top of your headboard.
That's a bad thing? I don't know.
You know, when you understand and see, like I do, I just got to sit back and wait.
That's right.
Will make complete sense to you, hopefully, when you finally realize what's going on.
December 16th, 2018.
All right, so
I'm called a
Here we go.
mafia,
Here we
CIA
go.
snitch, 33rd degree Mason,
And
according to Stephen James Sean.
Torres and Andrea, you're starting to taste what I've been going through now for some time.
See, Steve is, by the looks of it, he's still trying to convince you guys that work for him. Okay, he's still trying to convince you guys. That's the only thing that logically makes sense about why he would even say anything or even waste his time making videos about me. Why would you even waste time? Just let it go. Like, if it ain't true, it ain't true. Just let it go, right? But you waste a lot of time doing this about me, and people are trying to tell me to stop talking about you because it's pointless. But what you're doing is you're continuing to raise me up and put more accusations against me that I'm embracing your accusations because it's showing me how deep that I'm getting under your skin and how you're trying to prove to your colleagues that I don't know what I'm talking about. And this is why I have this job, or this is why I know this information. That's how he knew April 7th was the beginning of Wars and Rumors of Wars, guy.
Meeting people, the predators didn't know what to do with him. Then he saw you, same spot, same contentment, same eyes that had seen through him from the beginning. He walked over, no swagger now, just had seen through him from the beginning. He walked over, no swagger now, just gratitude. Thank you, he said, 2 words. Everything.
Tells me that he's a prominent Jew. Exactly what you're talking about. No, I don't know. Just the world.
The results are louder than anything your enemies could scream. You don't warn people anymore because you're not giving second chances to the ungrateful. You've become mystery incarnate. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know how you keep winning. They don't even know how you're still standing. And that's the point. Let them guess. Let them wonder. Let them spiral, trying to understand the algebra of your resilience. Because the truth is simple. You endured what would have killed them. You walked through betrayal, abandonment, sabotage, humiliation,
in his hand,
and came out smirking.
So even this
not
guy's
broken,
confirming
not
what
bitter,
I already knew,
just done
but
explaining yourself.
Before that, he popped on around the beginning of 2018 with Harold Camping, using him as bait. And then over time, Justin helped me understand what's written in that article without even knowing the article was there beforehand. So back to the article, which is up again. Here we are a year later. But before that, he popped on around the beginning of 2018 with Harold Camping, using him as bait.
And, to me, we're entering into a time where we need to be more vigilant than we've ever been vigilant before. And so I feel like that Satan is getting ready to do a reset. And I have a feeling it has a lot to do with maybe even coming with a destruction on this planet, to where if things are going to be reset to some degree, there are evil forces on this earth that want to be able to control us, control the minds of the people, control everything that's going on this earth here. And so I think this is why it's very important, one, that we have the Holy Spirit within us.
And then over time, Justin helped me understand. He told me I was going to see a train wreck. I still have the text messages, but I already... That hasn't happened, and this is what's happening. The fourth option, he's riding off to the sunset. And then the script is where somebody gets really jealous about it and tries to, like ISIS or something. They try to, like a shooting. Yeah, I think there's going to be a shooting in Michigan.
He uses the power of the air. Power of the air. how does the devil do that? He uses the power of the air. Power of the air.
Which is the fake screen in the sky.
So who is the prince of the air? The prince of the air. Who is the prince of the air?
Who is?
As well as the Twin Towers were all destroyed on the same numerological date, 9/11. So the first temple in Jerusalem was destroyed on 587.
But that would be you, Steve. You would be the one in charge of the air. You know, the air, the sky, the screen, the fakery, the airwaves, the YouTube airwaves. You're in charge of the air.
That's the way they do their calendars up there.
Remember,
here we go.
Robert Henry Tees came out and told you, deception by design. But remember, Robert Henry Tees came out and told you, deception by design. Remember, he told you that.
See?
I told you.
See? That is him telling you guys. He's telling you guys, remember that I told you. I know he'll deny it. This is the way he's supposed to, but look.
He's fallen angel. He wants. Tees came out and told you, deception by design. Remember, he told you that.
After.
I told you he's fallen angel.
Notice he said it after he talked about the prince of the air, which is the fake sky. I told you.
Who is the prince of the air? But remember, Robert Henry Tees came out and told you, deception by design. Remember, he told you that.
Not just by words. Don't be a Christian just because you confess and say you're a Christian. Be a Christian because it is something that is deep within you. You are truly Christ living, Word of God living in you, and that's what you want to be, not just hearsay.
Fakery, the airwaves,
not just because you heard it and you say it. You want
You're
that
in charge
real,
of the air.
bona fide, 100%, dyed in the wool, 100% Christ living within you. That's what you want there.